All right, so in my last few videos, I've been talking a lot about anger and righteous indignation, righteous rage. In this video, I want to talk about some of the benefits of anger, and then also how do we process anger in a healthy way. So let's begin with the benefits of anger. Anger, when expressed in a healthy way, can be extremely beneficial. When we become angry, our amygdala is activated. And as I've said in previous videos, or as I've explained in previous videos, our amygdala, it serves as our alarm system, right? It tells us that, all right, we need to get into fight mode or we need to get into flight mode, right? It's that part of our brain that essentially is ringing the alarm. And so anger activates the amygdala. And this is helpful because it informs us when a value or a principle of ours has been violated, right? We become angry when in some way we feel that a boundary has been crossed, a line has been crossed. And that's good because it helps us to get clarity on what we do deem to be important and those things that we do hold as deep values. And this ultimately helps us to shape our values and helps us to draw our boundaries. And so this is a good thing when the amygdala is activated and we become aware of what is important to us and when we feel violated and what principles truly matter to us. So that's a good part. That's a benefit of anger. Also, when anger is expressed in a healthy way in relationships, it can breed or it can cultivate intimacy, right? When you're able to express when a boundary or a value or a principle of yours has been violated by someone who you are in relationship with, and you all are able to talk that out and come to a resolution, that ultimately breeds and it cultivates intimacy. It causes the relationship to grow. I know many of us have had the experience where you go through conflict with someone, and once you come out on the other side, that relationship is strengthened. It's more solidified. And so there's many benefits to anger that I could go on and on about. The last one that I'll mention is that when you express anger in a healthy way, it keeps you from turning your anger inward and almost taking it out on yourself. And that manifests itself and it shows up in the form of depression a lot of times, or in the form of chronic illness, because instead of actually outwardly expressing anger in a healthy way, you've turned it in on yourself, right? I've heard depression often described as anger turned on yourself. It's self-loathing. You're angry at yourself. And so you start to punish yourself in ways like being unproductive or withdrawing or not taking care of yourself as far as with physical movement or the way that you're nourishing your body and so on, or just keeping up with basic hygiene. So these are all some of the consequences of not expressing anger in a healthy way. But as I said, expressing anger in a healthy way comes with a lot of benefits. So I want to quickly